Hello everyone, Travis here during the second week of the LCS, and I'm actually joined by MegaZero of Team Marn. MegaZero, I know that unfortunately you guys have had a couple of different losses. What's the attitude at on the team right now? Is morale really low, or are you guys just looking forward to the next game?
I wouldn't say morale is really low. Usually it's like we make some mistakes and we notice what we did and we know we're playing really strong teams.
Yeah.
So even though we lost, we aren't that down.
Yeah, as you mentioned, you did play Dignitas and TSM. You know, those guys have been a staple of North America for a long time. Do you feel like as the season goes on and you get a chance to play Complexity and Vulcan and some of the teams that are either newer or less experienced, do you think that you guys have a much better chance against them?
Yeah, I would say we have a much better chance against the four newer teams that qualified during LCS with us. And I think when we play them, we'll show you guys that we actually are a pretty strong team.
Really cool. So the team house is in full action now. You guys are charging for it and practicing. What is practice like for you guys? Do you feel like you're gaining a lot off of it every week, or what's going on in Team Martin at the house?
Um, we usually do like 4 hours at least of scrimming other teams a day. And I would say we do notice like a big difference in what we've been doing. Like we've even been scrimming like Curse and I think some of like CLG and other teams. And like, while I don't know if I'm allowed to say how they're going because they don't even want us like streaming them. But yeah, I feel like we're making a big improvement compared to what we used to do.
Now, of course, everyone knows that you guys are a team that sort of came together right before the qualifiers, barely made it into the qualifiers, and then, of course, you guys were on Last Chance Sunday, the team that made it through. Obviously, that means that your team synergy isn't as developed as a lot of the more experienced teams. Do you feel like the team synergy is starting to come to play as you guys get more practice in every week?
Yeah, I would feel like the synergy is really coming in now. Before it was kind of like we were solo queue players on a team, just kind of trying to listen to one person and do what they say. But now it feels like when a turret's going down, we're already moving in position. As a team, like we'll split 4-1, stop those split pushes. I think we're doing pretty well.
All right, so I've tackled the more serious questions. I want to get into some of the more fun questions. What's it like living at the Team Martin house? Like, is it crazy, or are you guys not comfortable enough with each other yet to do all sorts of crazy things? Or are people walking around in like boxers in the middle of the day? What's the deal?
Um, I mean, it's a lot less crazy than I thought it would be because I mean, it is Marn and I was expecting a lot of craziness along with Marn. But people have actually been taking it really seriously for the first like week or two that we've been there. We've been practicing a lot. There hasn't really been too much craziness. It also doesn't help that like all of us are pretty much out of money because we haven't had a paycheck yet. I think we just got it, but yeah, we've been like trying to find food anywhere we can, but
Yeah, I'm sure you guys had to spend that first initial allotment on getting the house, getting everything moved in, and now you've got some nice LCS spending money, hopefully to go out and grab a nice meal or something. I mean, we haven't seen a team house tour yet from Marn. I know that he's got that planned and lined up, but what's the situation there? Does everybody else have their own room, or do you guys have a big living room where everybody's playing? What's the setup?
So we have our living room where we have 6 desks set up, and each player has a desk, and including Martin, and that's pretty much our gaming setup where we scrim, practice as a team and stuff. Then everyone has their own room except me. I'm rooming with Guy. His username's Bappletrees. He's actually kind of like our coach. He watches over us and he does stuff around the house to help us out. But no, the setup's really nice. Everyone has their own room, and I think there's 5 bathrooms with showers. It's really nice.
All right, cool. So there's not too much overcrowding or anything. That's good. What about, going forward? What is Team Martin gonna do, like, besides practicing? Like, do you guys have any plans? Like, are you looking at? I think a lot of teams will do things like they'll look at the Asian teams or the European teams and try to sort of see what they can take from that. Other teams sort of want to innovate and do different strategies. Where are you guys at since you're such a fresh new team? Are you sort of feeling out what you want to do?
Um, I feel like we are taking advantage of the resources we have right now. We're using wall replay to watch our replays of matches and scrims. We're looking at OGN, the Korean scene. We're watching the LCS in Europe, and we're just pretty much taking a look at everything and trying to put stuff together.
Doing some solid research. Now, yesterday you tweeted that Echo had food poisoning, and so that kind of like he was sick before the game. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, no one really knew about it until 20 minutes before it, but Echo was like, guys, I'm really not feeling well. You could see he was like shaking and stuff too, and he just like disappears to the bathroom for like 20, 30 minutes. And everyone was really worried that he couldn't even play. And I think it carried over a little into today, because today he said he was still not feeling too well. The car ride was a little bumpy here because it's a shuttle, but I think he's still playing really well even though he's been feeling sick.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, you would certainly expect that if somebody was feeling really sick right before a match, that would be kind of crazy. Finally, do you have anything you want to say to all the Team Martin fans out there?
Um, Thank you for supporting us. I'm sorry we lost the first two games, but I'm sure we'll make a comeback when the season continues.
Very good. Well, thanks for the interview. Best of luck in your future games. Really looking forward to watching those, and hopefully you guys do manage to make that comeback. I'm sure that the match against Complexity, the two brothers going head to head, is going to be really fun. For everyone, thanks for watching. This is our second week of LCS coverage. You can check out the rest of our coverage at gamespot.com/esports.